Now the fight against Xigbar is a very difficult fight if unprepared, and if you're fighting him in the randomizer, you might not have the tools you're used to having for fighting him. When fighting a boss without a clear strategy, it is a difficult fight to react to quickly, especially when they can teleport and shoot from afar. They can be very hard to predict. So I'm going to show you some strategies to fight him with that are much easier to pull off. Now for this first strategy, all you will need is the ability Horizontal Slash, the ability Berserk Charge, and something to remove your MP with, such as a Limit or the Magic Cure. Once he actually begins to fight you, you just dodge all of his attacks or deflecting them. Either way, you must not attack him. You can take damage from deflecting the bullets or from your party members, but you must not attack him. Eventually, he will change the scene. Now continue to evade his attacks until he reloads once again, except this time we will actually attack him. You want to Berserk, and then you spam square to perform Horizontal Slash, and since you have Berserk Charge on, you will instead not have a finisher in any way, and you'll continue to use Horizontal Slash. Now, he'll eventually break out, and then you just continue the same song and dance, and since he's in this arena, he will only do 2 to 3 shots and then reload every single time. He will not use the blue laser, he will not go into his Inspiration move, and you can just freely do this. Eventually, if he spends too much time in this arena, he will eventually change the scene. However, if you do enough damage to him, and in this file I like level 9, so I don't have a very high strength stat, as you can see, and I do manage to beat him in time, and you just continue to dodge his attacks and do all this until you manage to kill him. Now there is a rhythm that you can time your horizontal slashes to, but the timing is very precise and it is unlikely to be performed very often. But usually you just dodge and attack.
You really shouldn't have betrayed us.
Now with this strategy, the main thing you use is obviously Final Form. You can either use Final Form and Berserk Charge, which you literally just drain all of your MP with Cure, and just attack him until he breaks out, but you will always break out with that strategy eventually. But if you do that in the other arena, just as a previous strat, he will continue to just give you easy attacks to evade. And if you don't want to do that, you can do what I'm doing here, where you use Final Form and after the finisher, use a fire and a magnet. You can use this with, if you have Firaga, you can do this with just 2 fires to get to the ground fast enough and continue keeping him staggered. If you're using Berserk Charge, you can just drain all of your MP with usually Cure and just spam attack, and when he breaks out, you dodge his attacks, and then he reloads, and then you keep doing the same thing until he dies. Luckily, while he's in a different arena, he will always give you the easy patterns that you can just dodge easily, and then he reloads, and he won't do any of the other more difficult to dodge attacks.
You really shouldn't have betrayed us.
I like to call this a hybrid strategy, where you start off by just abusing Final Form to be able to actually do some damage because you have an extra Keyblade, which gives you some more strength for this strategy. And once you fall out of Final Form, you go back to the original strategy of using Berserk Charge with no more Horizontal Slash. And that's all the strategies that I have that are easy to accomplish with Xigbar, as opposed to just doing the fight normally. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more tutorials of this nature, and I'll see you in the next one.